Alright, here we are to another video from Sustenance and Cover, the only YouTube channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse, but actually enjoy it. And today, this video is going to be about making the rest of your food storage system taste good. Because you can always take a tablespoon of flour, put it in some water and boil it and thicken it and call that soup, but it wouldn't have much flavor to it. And you get bored of that pretty soon. But in a survival situation, boredom is not an issue. You just need calories. Now, something I learned, you can get spices. Like we got here is black pepper. I keep 2 of those. One's almost halfway over, and the other one is full. We've got salt, Italian seasoning, lots of different hot pepper, garlic, ground cinnamon. But these up here are very, very useful. This is chicken bouillon cubes and beef bouillon cubes. 1 cube, 1 cup of water, you boil it, and it's a cup of broth. You put some rice in there, 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of broth, and it's delicious. I could just eat rice that's cooked in bouillon every day. And we keep same as the rest of our philosophy, we keep unopened ones, along with the ones that we'll work out of. Same thing up here, we have onions. This is a lot of onions. I think I paid $20 for that. Here's one we're working out of. But we put onions in everything. We make spaghetti sauce. All you need is some tomatoes and dried onions. A little pepper, salt. Oh. And then we keep fruit up here. This is mandarin oranges and pineapple chunks. And the same deal, we keep a box that's unopened along with our open goods. These are just items that we use for, you know, it's like anchovies and baking powder and chocolate and black olives, baking soda. Oh, and here we go, same deal. Italian style breadcrumbs. Really don't need them because we make homemade bread and we make homemade breadcrumbs, but we got a completely unopened box and one we work out of. Now, next one, this is stuff that's easy to throw together. We always keep, I've got peanuts and cashews, and behind that I've got an unopened. These things, a lot of times I try to just open 1 can, but I'll get a desire for some cashews and they're not open and I'll open them. But as long as you don't open one of these, they'll last just about forever. I've never had peanuts go bad, and we've had cans of peanuts up here for a year. Same thing with chips. Potato chips, they all of them on the bag, it say best if used by, and it's got some kind of random date they throw out there, but if you got that in your cabinet for a year and you open it, it's still edible. And usually it's not stale. Up here, same thing. We got an unopened case of peas, and we got peas sitting here. We got an unopened case of green beans, got green beans sitting up here. Unopened case of corn sitting up here. And the same thing with tomato paste and diced tomatoes. And those are just items that you can have a bowl of rice or a slice of bread and have you some corn with it, or have some green beans with it, or just some pasta with tomatoes poured on it, and you got a meal. And then we've got a little variety of other types of vegetables that are in cans. All we got to do is open them and heat them, and you don't even have to heat them. You know, beets, asparagus, green beans, rutabagas, beans, just things of that nature. Over here, these are box dinners. Easy, just add water to them and boil them, and they come out good. And it's 2 layers. These cabinets, I think, are 18 inches deep. The top ones and the bottom ones are 2 feet deep. And everything you see is replicated behind it. All right, over here, we've got crackers, same deal. Pull the crackers out of the front, there's other crackers in the back. And just by virtue of the shape of the boxes, we keep saltines in the back and Ritz style crackers in the front. Over here is canned meats, and we're not real big deal with keeping a lot of canned meat. We don't keep meat in the freezer or the refrigerator because I've got a whole bunch of tracks. We have chickens. We've got probably 20 raccoons on our porch every night eating the leftovers from the other animals. So we don't worry about stockpiling cans, but it's nice to be able to, on days when you don't have any meat in the yard, to be able to just go grab a can of meat. Plus, a lot of those box dinners require something, you know, a can of tuna fish with one of them box dinners. You can make whatever tuna helper we got over there. This is just stuff. These are some more MRE items. I think every one of these is cheese. And we'll just sit down and eat crackers and squeeze that cheese on them. My brother was, he got in trouble one time for going into a guy's stash of MREs and cutting all his MREs open just to get the cheese out.
Oh.
Yep, they were friends before that happened. All right, up here is our breakfast items. Got a box of cereal and maybe 8 or 9 jars of peanut butter, 3 or 4 jars of jelly. And this is Parmesan cheese. I got some in the fridge. It's opened and this one's unopened. Keep raisins, grits. We got 2 bags. There's a big bag of grits behind this, and then there's 2 of these oatmeals. These are nacho chips, 2 big old bags. This is enough nachos for me and Ray to have nachos once a week for 2 months probably, or more, 3 months. Yellow mustard. These are small. The idea behind that is if you're looking at the shelf and the price per ounce is almost the same for the small containers as it is for the large containers, get the small containers, because this stuff, when it's unopened, lasts forever. It doesn't start to deteriorate until it's open. So if you have small containers, it's like those are capsules until you open them. Same thing with anything, cans, whatever. Basically that's it on all the little things. Oh, wait a second, here you go, ketchup. This is one of those situations where I got a big thing of ketchup and I got to thinking later, you know, how much would it cost if I just got smaller ones? And it wasn't that much more, so from now on this is what we get, the smaller ones. But ketchup can stay in your cabinet. After you open it, you can leave it in your cabinet for 6 months and still use it. It seems to get really dark, but it tastes the same. And you'll never get any kind of botulism or anything like that from ketchup. In fact, it's very, very rare to get any kind of disease from any of this stuff. It's just been lawyered into our society that food is only good for a day, and once you open it you got to throw it away, and it's got to be stored in a refrigerator. Most of that is false. Refrigeration is good. It makes things stay more stable, but you don't need it.